Bro,
Champ.
I'm good, man. How you doing? Make sure
I'm doing
everything is
good.
good. Alrighty. Make sure I'm looking my stuff. All right, here we go. I'm good. Here we
Nice to
go.
meet you.
Boom. Nice to meet you, brother. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm doing really good. Is my connection good? Everything good in this one?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay. Make sure. Good, good.
So tell
All
me,
right.
how'd you
Yes,
get in
sir. Yeah.
MMA?
So I got into MMA. We should all this stuff. I'm so sorry. I got so much stuff all over here. Okay, there we go. Good. So yeah, I got into MMA back in 2020 when I first started. I was dealing with I was playing college football and then COVID hit. So when COVID hit, um, I felt like I was not done being an athlete. I wanted to continue to still stay an athlete, continue to compete, and because it's different when you just work out. It's different than just working out and staying in shape rather than working out because somebody's over here trying to compete and actually beat you at your sport. So I wanted to continue to do that, and I was blessed to find MMA. Man, I found this gym, and I've been at it ever since June of 2020.
And tell me about wrestling because you did wrestling when you were younger and you did football. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I wrestled ever since seventh grade. I started wrestling really, really young. And when I started, I'm a big pro wrestling fan. I'm big into like WWE, things of that nature. So when the coach said, "Hey, man, we're gonna have wrestling. Come down to the front office for wrestling, and you'll be here, and be on the wrestling team." So the first thing that came to my mind, I'm thinking, "Oh, wrestling. Oh man, like table ladders and chairs. Where's the ring, etc." And the first thing my coach said, he was like, "If you think this is WWE, you can leave now." And I was actually about to get up and leave because I said, "Man, this is not the wrestling I thought it was." And my friend, I'm so glad he kept me. He said, "Hey, man, let's try it out. It's not like you got anything else to do." I said, you're not wrong. So I stayed and I've been wrestling ever since. I was blessed to be a two-time state champ in Georgia. Um, placed nationally in the high school nationals. I got ninth, and I went on to wrestle at UTC. I only wrestled my freshman year. Because I eventually earned my scholarship in football, so I did nothing. Right after I earned my scholarship in football, I played nothing but football for the next 3 years. So yes, sir, that was my route. So yeah, that's why I have the background of wrestling, and you see the physicality from football within my fights.
I actually just joined wrestling this year in school.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. I think that's be good for you, man. Look, wrestling is a good foundation. Once you wrestle, everything else in life is easy. I really do like that quote. So I do believe it too.
And tell me about your training routine as an MMA fighter.
Yeah, so with that, I'm currently here training here in Gilroy. We train in the mornings, have a little bit of rest. Depending on like what day it is, we might do a pad session. And then we also have like almost another team training at night. Or it could be like another individual training session at night. So I train between 2 to 3 times every day. And that's just, that's my goal. Stay active, stay at it. You never know when you might get that call. Now, currently, I have that call. I'm got a fight coming up January 31st. So, now we starting, getting on the ball rolling for fight camp.
Yeah, tell me more about your upcoming fight.
Yeah, so I'm fighting Jacob Malkoon in Sydney, Australia. On UFC 325. Big opportunity for me. I think it's a really good fight for me as well. I'm getting ready to fight a guy that has a lot of experience within the UFC. He has a lot of wins in the UFC. He's got 4 wins in the UFC. Should have 5. Some could say he have 6. Like he's a staple guy within UFC. So that's that'll be a really big win in my cap, feather in my cap to be able to go out here and beat this guy. Not only beat him, but beat him on his home turf. And the goal is go out here and finish this.
And you are 1-0 in the UFC and 11-0 overall, but 1-0 in the UFC.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
this
sir.
guy is 4-0. So then you're going after him, and this will be a good win for you because it's a step up, and now you could go after whoever you want or whoever they put in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. You go out here and you beat a guy of this caliber. You start having like more things and more things in your cap to be able to do. And I think this is a really good fight for me, stylistically, and also in terms of like, um, uh, size. He's the shortest guy I've ever fought, which is rare for me to say. But yeah, in terms of like height, this is one of the shorter guys I've ever fought. So I think that's one of the fun things about it. You see two guys that are in similar statures be able to go against each other, which actually with very similar styles as well.
And you're 5'8", fighting at 186 pounds. Tell me about that. Do you care who they put in front of you?
No, because again, I've played football for so long. I have a lot of teammates that I've played with, and a lot of guys I played against that are currently in the NFL right now. And when you see 6'6" giants, 320, 340, 350 pounds, in fighting for me, I don't even blink twice at it really, because I see that, I saw that every day. I went against that every day. Now, granted, it's two different things. Fighting is different, obviously, than playing football, but the physicality behind it are very similar in ways. And seeing those different linemen, and I had to go against these guys every play. There wasn't no, oh, well, you take this play off. Oh, you understand? No, I went against linemen every play. So, like a lineman or a linebacker, or on vice versa. If I'm playing defensive line, I'm going against a lineman every single play. So, like, I saw this beating these guys off the line, being just as strong, having to use speed, having to use my length, having to use different things to get around or go get through them. So that wasn't the first time for me that I had to endure somebody with a certain size. That was one of those things where I was like, oh, well, this ain't nothing new. So when people say, oh, he's taller than him, well, I've seen guys been taller than me my whole life. So, and I've always competed in the heavier weight classes. So this has never been something to me that is different. I just say it's just something else. I never waver at it. It's one of those things I actually look forward to. The taller they are, in my opinion, the more of an advantage I have.
And the harder they fall, the
Right.
taller, the bigger they are.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Absolutely, or the harder they get slammed. Just depends on which way you want to put it.
What do you plan on doing to your opponent?
I never make predictions, but I always say that every fight that when I go in, that I guarantee at the end of that fight, my hand will be raised. I'm really confident in what I'm in, that I've been training. I'm here training with a lot of really good coaches. I'm now here on the academy here with Daniel Cormier. There's a lot of really good talent here. A lot of guys coming up, a lot of guys that's already in the UFC right now that just got in, and so we have a lot of really good talent here. And I really believe that with the progression, with the team, with the fight camp, with the game planning that we have going forward, I have utmost 100% confidence I'm going to go out here and get this W. No question.
Now tell me about some of the other fighters in your camp, because usually in a camp you'll have some high up fighters in that camp, like some world champions maybe. Tell me what fighters are in your camp.
Well, it depends on the situation because for one, I do believe that you don't have to have a big gym to be successful as a fighter. As we're seeing that right now, we're seeing a lot of guys coming out of these gyms that don't have a huge name because you ain't got to be amongst the America top teams. You don't have to be amongst the uh, Kill Cliffs or the uh, whoever you want to. Look at fight nerds. You
You just paused there for a second. I don't know. Hold up. Yeah, your video just paused. I can't hear you. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I can't hear you. Your video just paused.
tree. We have
Oh, you're back now. Your video just
uh,
paused.
false. You hear?
Man, I don't know. That was weird. I paused again.
You hear me
Yeah,
now?
I hear you. Yeah, I
Okay,
hear you.
like staying slow. Okay, okay, okay. But basically, what I was saying is, you don't
Paused again.
get better altogether as long as you have
I
the right
guess
coach.
bad connection. Yeah, paused again for some reason.
I might have to go downstairs. You see me
I
now?
have you now, but it's like in and out. Yeah, I got you now, right there. Perfect, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. I think is good. Now paused again. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to move
No.
your spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it. Yep. Ugh.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it's gonna have to move. It's, I think it's good right here. Is it good right now? You hear me now?
Yeah, it's good right now. Yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying is, you don't have to go to a crazy, higher level gyms. You can have really good teammates that's built up all around you. As you see right now, you see a lot of these guys that are being really successful in the fight world. They're not going to these crazy, enormous gyms. It's the guys that you're building up around. It's, you got to make sure you have great coaching, understanding the success and the things that you need to do to be successful, and making sure that it works collectively. But besides that, no, you ain't gotta go to these crazy gyms and allow that to happen.
So, who is your trainer? Who's currently training you?
So I have, like I said, I'm here with Daniel Cormier. We got uh, Daniel Cormier. We have Jermaine Soto, former kickboxer world champion. We have Tiago Beowulf. We have Anthony Figueredo. He's a former fighter as well, head coach here. Um, we have oh my gosh, I can't think of his name right now. Dang it! But we actually have like 6, 7 coaches here. So it's been going really well, and it helped coaching the entire team.
You can't be training with Daniel Cormier. That's good work right there.
Yes, sir. No, he's good. He is really good. Really, obviously, yeah, obviously he's really good.
Former world champ.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
Why do they call you the Punisher?
So that name originated actually from middle school. I used to pick up kids and take them down, similar how I do in my fights. And the one of the parents like, man, you're punishing these kids. And again, I come from big pro wrestling fan. I'm big into WWE, and my favorite wrestler was The Undertaker, and I was also a Marvel guy. So it's like, man, I need to come up with my little name, and I had the Punisher. So on my YouTube videos, I used to put the Punisher versus whatever school we would wrestle. And crazy enough, that name has stuck with me ever since. And never once in my life did I think that'll be something I'll still be using right now. But lo and behold, I am.
And tell me about your fight style.
Yeah, so the thing for me is to be explosive. Be explosive, close the distance fast, and take people down and beat them up. That's my goal every single time. Now, you can see, there's a few fights where I have knocked guys out on the feet. Yes, absolutely, love that. But anything to be able to explode, to get inside, to utilize my ability, my athleticism, yeah, every single time. And so my goal is to close distance and smash. Like that's what we like to say here, smash. So yeah, close distance and smash.
Is there any words, say if your opponent was watching this video, is there any words you would like to say to him?
No, no, I've never been nothing towards my opponent. All I know is this, that he better be ready, because I absolutely will be ready.
I like that. And tell me about the discipline
Yes,
you
sir.
have to have as a fighter at your level.
Yeah, so you definitely got to have discipline. I would feel like, some days when you don't feel like training, or feel like working hard, or feel like getting up, you got to do those things because somebody else is doing that somewhere else. You got to push yourself to be the best fighter that you can possibly be. Don't cut shortcuts. Be the best possible fighter that you can be. And I think just working hard, grinding, doing the extra stuff, those are the things that are going to separate you from everybody else, especially on your way up. Because on your way up, everybody's grinding, doing their thing, but you got to do something to separate. And then once you get to the UFC or any big promotion, now what you're doing to separate yourselves from those guys, because all those guys are working hard. And so that means you got to continue to keep finding edges, and the edges come from hard work.
And what is your goal in the UFC?
But my goal is to be the best fighter that I can possibly be, and I do believe that's to be world champion. I believe that's the best thing that I can possibly do, and that's one of my goals. My goal is to be champion. I didn't get into this game to just be average or oh man, he made it to the UFC. Hey, attaboy. I never been that type of guy to be okay with just subpar. My goal is to come in here and do the best that I possibly can, and
Oh yeah, you
and I
paused again.
know if I'm at my best, I don't think about anybody on the planet can beat me at my best. So that's why I got to continue to.
Yeah, you paused. The connection is bad right now. Where are you located right now?
The connection here, the Gilroy, California. Yeah, the connection here is bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
We
I'm out
actually got
here in
like
Long
full
Island.
full Wi-Fi bars. Long Island, California.
No,
Yeah,
Long Island,
dude. The
in New York.
freaking oh, New York. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So tell me about. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, bro, dude. The Wi-Fi here is
Can you hear me
bad.
fine? All right, there we go. So tell me about your UFC debut.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so tell me about your UFC debut fight because you said in like past interviews that like you didn't do what you were capable of doing. Hmm.
Yes.
Can
So
you hear?
my UFC debut, I do think, I definitely. Yeah, I hear you. Yes, sir. You hear me well?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I, I,
yeah,
I
I can
would
hear you.
say in my UFC debut. I would say in my UFC debut, I felt like there was things and opportunities that I could have done better, a lot better. Um, maybe maybe the debut got to me. Maybe the lights got to me. I don't know. That was weird. That's one of my first feelings to have that type of feeling like that. So I missed the bar on a lot of things. But like my old football coach used to say, it's better to learn from a bad win than a good loss. So I learned from the win because that's the main thing at the end of the day. The win. Did you win or did you lose? I
Hmm.
won. It wasn't the best of fights, but I did find a way to get the W, and I definitely learned a lot from that. So I'm growing on that, and I think we will definitely see a huge improvement going into my next fight.
And that's all the questions I have for you. Would you like to add anything else? Did you hear me?
No, sir, man. Look, thank everybody that that supports.
Oh,
What'd
I
you
was
say? Say it
saying,
again.
did you hear me? Because I don't know. It was a little weird with the internet.
No, 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 no. You said anything
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
No, no, I was saying, yeah, I thank everybody that supports me. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the ability to be able to do this, and my family, my coaches, my sponsors, everybody all around. And thank you very much, brothers, for having me on the show.
It
Thank you
was
for
great to have you on.
doing the interview. Real good job.
We're gonna have to do it again
Yes, sir. Next
after your
time, hopefully,
fight.
my Wi-Fi is a lot better. Hopefully, yes,
Yeah,
we
we're
will.
definitely gonna
Yes,
have to
sir.
do it
No
again
problem.
after your fight. Next time with better Wi-Fi. All
Bet.
right, I'll see you, man.
Absolutely,
See
absolutely.
you.
All right, see you, brother. Thank you.
All right, see you. Thanks for coming on.